All right, guys, it is day 2 here, but the first day of the LZ World Tour. We already got the car show lined up behind here. Ireland, honestly, has been one of my favorite stops for the car show. There are some incredible builds here. It is day 2, day 1 of the World Tour, and it's gonna be day 1 of me driving the S15 with a proper setup on it now on the main track. So I'm glad we made some progress in our limited laps yesterday. Putting Adam in the car to help with setup really helped. Obviously, he has a lot of seat time and experience in an S chassis, and I'm really pumped to get out there and drive today. We have like an hour or so of practice, and then we go straight into super lap qualifying. So it's one shot to put everything you got on the line for your best qualifying score. Everyone makes it in the main show, so it's not a lot of pressure. I'm probably going to be focusing on just getting around the track and being where I'm supposed to be, but I'm excited to get back out there. We'll see how this practice goes. Way more padding in here than yesterday, and we're trying to figure out what in the world is going on. The car is just pushing, and I didn't feel this at all yesterday, but ever since it's been changed, I haven't driven it on the big track, the initiation, and it is driving me crazy. We checked the front shocks. The front shocks were like opposite. One was full stiff, one was like 8 or 10 off. So now that's even. I'm going down, tire pressure in the front, and the guys are toe plating the rear to see if something weird's going on. How's it look in the back?
3/8 towed in, and it's pretty square.
The front is what's doing some weird stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what is going on, but hopefully the suspension being different on each side and the lower tire pressure helps this time. Yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun. So yeah, we'll see how these next few laps go. have a lot of figuring out to do. Now that there's more grip back in the front of the car, the issue with the angle in the front that we were trying to mask by going up in pressure and with the toe out is that it just wants to, the reverse apron wants to rip the wheel and hurry up and spin you out, like whip it to angle, hold it there and spin you out. So now that we lowered the pressure in the front and have more grip in the front, that effect is dramatized and I can feel a lot more again. So we're gonna have to do like some insane 5/8 or more toe out to mask that issue so that now going into the other corners, it just wants to spin me out. I'm hoping we figure it out. They're looking to see if it's like binding on anything, but I think it's just a reverse Ackerman issue. And yeah, we'll see. Practice is over though, so your girls gonna have to figure it out in qualifying. Maybe we'll find something that looks off, but I think it's just this angle with how the car is set up at the moment. We actually don't know what angle kit is on it. I thought it was WiseFab, but I don't think it is. It's some other one. The tie rod?
Like it's trying to bend.
Is it on like the outer threads?
No, it's like
on the inside?
Like the knuckles pulling it.
Oh.
See, I have no knuckles.
It doesn't go any. Definitely needs some lock stuff. It's a lot of strain on that tie rod on full lock.
So it's at 0 right now. Do you want to go just a 1/2 inch? Or do you want to go 3/4?
You said 1/16, but then when you tightened it, it was 0?
Yeah. We did 3/8 yesterday.
I'm so confused. We went from 3/8 to then it's 1/16, and then when you tighten something, it went to 0, and now.
Another plan, yeah, in this tie rod then, right here.
We'll see.
Right here.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna put a 1/2 inch toe out in it. We said 3/8 yesterday, and it magically went back to 0.
Yep. All right. Well, hopefully it stays at 1/2 inch toe out, and hopefully that helps the crazy reverse Ackerman spinning out weirdness in the front. But we'll see in qualifying. Dave's got the toe on the car sorted. We're at a 1/2 inch out now. But the car has like active toe. It keeps changing. I don't know what's going on. So hopefully it stays at 1/2 inch out. I'm going straight into qualifying. So we only do 1 lap. I gotta just send it and hope it all works out. But all these things that I'm feeling, recognizing the difference in the angle kit, the suspension, the tire pressure changes, this is all really, really good. Like obviously it's a little stressful because I gotta go straight into competition and there's just a lot of variables going on. But I think putting myself in all these situations in different countries, in different cars, it's definitely made me a better driver, and I'm getting more and more calm in these types of scenarios. I've noticed just over the years. The car is also leaking a little bit of oil though, so I'm just really hoping that it doesn't get worse. The last thing I want to do is have something go wrong with the car that's like not mine, but hopefully we can figure that out and then I'll be good to go. But alright, I'm up in after 4 people. The oil leak is getting worse, so we cleaned it up as best as we could, and I just need to do 1 lap, so wish me luck.
To Colette Davis now. Colette sitting in Rausa Akiba's Driftmasters S15, and Colette been getting this car dialed over the weekend. Not an easy task. We've said this before for a lot of these international drivers. They come across the pond, they jump into a borrowed car, wrong side of the car. They're like, hey, what's going on? But we know Colette is a professional driver, Jacob, and she's going to get dialed into this one.
She has driven so many different vehicles and just making the jump to the 2J and an E46 back at home. This is a great practice for it as she takes Ryusei Kiba's car around, gets a little bit of a scrub and a little bit of a wash, hangs onto it though, almost went off track there and able to get the car dialed back into the 4th outside zone, get back on the power in that drift game's what's left of an S15. Pushing the car back around as he comes out towards the wall. Gets a little bit shallow into this last set of outside zones, but able to get the car into our final one. Tidied up just a touch, but for somebody who's literally only driven this car for what, a day total?
Not even that, yeah.
Not too bad.
Like 10 times she took this car around the circuit.
Yeah.
She did very well to recover that car, and a massive understeer after initiation. She came in there, a lot of commitment. Look at this big flick, flicks the car in, dials it on angle, and then the car just says, nope, not today. It's got very cold here at Mondello Park, loses that front end and has to get back into it, but she does a very good job of recovering. As you can see, the steering inputs on the front of that car, she has to balance it all the way around the outside zone, and then it just here goes for the wall run, and then the car grips up, comes out a boost, and she has to get back into it, and she's off that qualifying line. The score drops in. It's going to be a 49.6, 14th position for Colette Davies, but she's out there doing it for the ladies. Another female driver that's out there representing to Mondello Park. Give her a round of applause as she heads back to the paddock. And Colette's like, I'm going to finish these tyres off right now.
Someone else's tires, someone else's car?
Yeah.
Why not?
She's going for it. She's having
Going
fun.
for it, yeah.
No messing around.
Rough qualifying. I was so in my head about the toe change in the front that I was focusing so hard on what was going on with the front that I messed up in like the easiest part of the track, which was the 3rd outer zone. I just was focusing so much on the front that my throttle foot got lazy in 3rd gear and just forgot to keep the revs up. Cut that whole last zone way inside. It was so ugly and it was really bad. But on the positive note, the front of the car did feel better. So that was a good thing. So we'll just have to take the qualifying lap as a learning experience, and it is actually the next day. So yeah, let's see how practice goes with the new setup. Intentionally trying to self-destruct this car. My first 3 laps of practice, just stuff was rubbing in the front and flying off. We got a ejecto window situation here, and then the front fender started flapping. The rear tail light, I owe Ryusei a rear tail light. That was me, but that's a good thing because that means the confidence was getting up. It felt so much better. I wish I was able to make changes faster and had the knowledge to get here sooner yesterday, so I had more laps with this new setup, but so far so good. I didn't get really any good chase runs or chase practice with the current setup, but I am doing something different today as well. I am downshifting going into outer 2 and just staying in second the rest of the course. It's both harder and easier. It's harder because there's a lot more going on. Getting the timing right here of the downshift, that's a little riskier because there's just like another move. But if I get lazy with the throttle, it's going to be a lot less damaging, and it won't bother as much if I'm in second. Here's Ryusei!
Hey!
Domo arigatou gozaimasu! So this used to be Ebisu car?
Yeah, last year.
At Drift Matsuri for fall?
Yeah, last year was red and white.
Okay.
We went to Matsuri for fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now Drift Master car. I was telling Ryusei that we made a lot of changes. I finally start to get comfortable in the car, and then it rains.
Oh no.
Now it's raining, but you drove here in rain.
Yeah, last time was sketchy.
Lovely.
Don't think about the car.
Okay. How is turn 1
Turn 1.
in the rain?
Very
Slippery. Yeah.
Very forward. Wrong side.
Lawn e-brake. Yeah, we're gonna have no practice. Maybe we do one sight lap. So I told him my last couple laps, I'm finally comfortable. Now it's raining, and my first battle is Adam over there. So hopefully I'll at least get a sight lap, and then just wish me luck. I said I'm sorry for all the damage that has already been caused.
You got this.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Line. We have the last couple in our couples therapy session. It's going to be Adam LZ to take on Colette Davis in the Drift Games S15. And
This is all going to come down to who's feeding the chickens for the next month. There's a lot on the line for this one.
Yeah. Morning, that's for sure. Here we go, off the line through the chicane, down they come through the gears. Adam LZ to lead out Colette Davis for the final battle in our couples therapy session. And look at this, Adam LZ trying to get a little pull on Colette there, but Colette carries way more angle. Oh, gets a little understeer, but keeps in it. There's Colette now. Watches Adam drive away, but again, Adam not doing the greatest job. Oh, a little mistake there from Colette Davis, but we'll let her off. Yeah. She's, not driven in wet conditions here. The Mondello Park yet this weekend. As Adam LZ now puts it into the final long outside zone.
Yeah, it's hard to say what happened there.
Back on the line, you see Colette in that Drift Games S15. And Adam LZ, his door's broken. He's saying it doesn't latch properly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Check for fruit in the cockpit.
Yeah. Well, look at this. Adam LZ pulls very close to Colette Davis. He's not going to let her get away. I think he's going to try and run the door. I think he's going to get a little too cocky here. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Through the gears, down they come, looking for initiation. Colette to lead them in. She flicks in that neon yellow and green S15. Look at that. That beautiful initiation. Oh, she holds on to it. That's unbelievable from Colette. She's going to sacrifice outside zone 3 so she can get a little bit of a lead on. Oh, and the car shuts down, but she has to keep hold of it. Adam LZ's door once again flies open, but there's no one behind him this time, so the trick doesn't work.
No.
As Colette now starts to drive away from Adam. Gets that car into the long outside zone, just drops in and out. Tries to find it across the line. Adam LZ nowhere in the fight, really, Jacob. Adam's down there. He's going to decide this. The marriage council is going to decide who wins the last couples battle. Adam, it's down to you.
So I'm down here with Colette and Adam. The first thing that was said when they got out of the car after a big hug, I just want to make sure everybody sees that was sketchy. This track looks hard. Adam, I want to start with you because you have competed here with Drift Masters this year. Can you just explain how difficult these conditions are?
Yeah, I think I didn't even qualify here for Drift Masters. This track is incredibly tricky in the rain. Sometimes there's a lot of grip, sometimes it's slippery, so you kind of go in every corner like crossing your fingers and hoping the best. It worked out for me in the lead, but in the chase, I think I hit a wet spot, and then you lose the person in front of you. So her first lap in the wet in that car was, I thought, great.
Yeah, he couldn't see me behind him in the chase. That was really bad, but I feel like at least I made it around my lead lap. I feel like the car's been driving me all weekend, but it felt better today.
Hugs after the therapy sessions, but we're not done. Crowd once again, we need to know who wins. I have Adam on my right, so if you think Adam won the battles, make some noise. Once again, the quietest cheer I've ever heard for you in my entire life, Mr. LZ. On my left, Colette. Boys in the tower, I think we have our victor, Colette Davis.
There we go.
Fans love the rules.
Fans love the rules,
They
yeah.
love the
They're a
rules.
stickler for the rules as well, and unfortunately that door opening for Adam LZ took him out, and the crowd did the right thing, all the women.
Okay, so obviously I need a lot of advice for completing a lap in the wet at Mondello. I got pretty lucky and managed to save it both in the chase and the lead because I just like snapped to angle and tried to hold on. But for my actual battle,
It was sick. Like I thought that your entry was like sick and big angle, and you like kept it smooth. What I'll do in the rain is usually I'll enter at like 50% of the angle that I would in the drive, and then I'll use the foot brake to add more angle. So like once you know that the car doesn't snap and over rotate, you can just tap the foot brake to slowly add angle. Because the worst thing that can happen in the rain is you go to flick it in and you flick it in too hard, and then you just loop it.
Yeah.
So I kind of keep it a little bit dialed back, a little controlled, let the car float, kind of move it around. It's definitely not like the highest qualifying thing to do, but if you are going to a corner and you don't know how the track's going to feel, it's the safest way.
yeah. All right, I'm here with the competition, here with Alan. Tell us about your car really quick.
So it is an S14 with an S13 front end.
See, I was like trying to say, hey, look, I'm going up against S14, 13?
S14.
Yeah, wait, 14.3?
S14.3.
Is it?
I think that
Okay.
makes sense, right? Like,
We got the front?
yeah, it's unusual. So like you can buy these in stock in Ireland from Origin distributor. But you
Okay.
can't buy the S15 conversion. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, Origin, what are you guys? Don't be the call you guys out.
Honestly, I think this is the first 13.4 I've seen.
Yeah, it's quite unique, and that's why I did it because I wanted to do something different.
Okay.
And it came out great. So.
And you said stock 2J.
So it's a stock GE non-VVTi long block. With like, we haven't even checked the rod bolts or the bearings. It's completely unopened. I just put a VVTi GT head on it with big BC cams on it.
Okay.
It's all, and she sings. She loves it.
Awesome. And we got a G-Force G101A in there.
Yeah, it's got all the gear, all the tools.
Just a super bendy shifter.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. You are the reigning Irish champion.
Yes,
Here?
I won a championship
Yes.
last weekend. So.
Hell yeah, congrats,
Thank you
dude.
very much. Appreciate it.
Well, yeah, show me the way around, please.
Yes,
in the wet here. And I don't think we're getting sight laps for this either.
I think I'm leading first.
Okay. Yeah, just show me what to do, and then I'll do that.
So, Alan, Colette, we've got you two going up against each other. Now, Colette, this is the Irish Drift Champion of this season. How are you feeling going up against Colette?
This should be really good fun. Two different green cars. I think it should be great crack, right? So, yeah, really excited to be here. I'm sure, hopefully, Colette and I have a great battle later on, and yeah, hopefully we have a good show for everyone.
What are you thinking, Colette?
I feel like he definitely feels at home, right? And it's a little rainy. You're used to this. I mean, I'm excited. I know that he's an amazing driver. I can trust it, sending it in right behind him, and we'll see how it
Wait
goes.
for the next battle on the line, and it will be Alan Hynes to take on Colette Davis. Colette saying, but this is Alan Hynes' home track. He has the home advantage.
Okay.
He is the new Irish Drift Champion. So he's the man to beat at the moment.
That's great, but he's not Colette Davis.
He is, and that is right.
He is a lot of things, but he is not and will
Colette
never
Davis.
be Colette Davis.
This is true.
He's never has he driven a monster truck?
Probably not, no.
Well, Colette Davis has.
Top trumps?
Yeah.
She wins hands down every time. Well, let's see if she can win this battle, that's for sure. Off the start line, they go through the gears, no messing around as they disappear over the hill. Big initiation from Alan Hynes, but we kind of missed where he was. Colette Davis hanging back ever so slightly as Hynes fires into outside zone 4. Colette Davis on the inside of the track. Looking like she's trying to shortcut the circuit, trying to gain some proximity on Alan Hynes. As Hynes now fires a back end of that 180 S14 towards
Whoa!
we got DB'd.
Tire off. First one. Literally driving the wheels off this thing. Driving the tires off them. I think it's heading back home.
It is. Weather conditions as well. Let's see where it all went wrong. Oh, I think it DB'd there, you know, after initiation.
Oh, just caught it.
And I think it was just about holding on.
I think so. Just barely, and then through this corner,
Yeah, it
able
was. Look, there
to
it
push
goes.
in. Yeah,
Just
and then,
popped over the bead again. Look.
Yeah, and then as we transition back out, that's it. And away we go.
Oh no. Oh, the wheels are so nice though. Oops. Our emergency pit crew has shown up. I'm getting a little time, get this changed out, and then I'll go back out and
come back to the line. And she does. So there we go. Colette Davis pulls up to the line to lead out Alan Hynes. The second half of the battle is going to be kicked up underway, and she's still got a smile on her face. She's always happy.
Always happy. I mean, you fly all the way to Ireland, someone gives you an ex-Driftmasters car and goes, hey, just go have fun for a few days. You're not going to be happy?
It's not a bad weekend.
Exactly. Oh, and then now you get to drive against the best in Ireland right now.
The Irish champion.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a good weekend.
Sounds like a great weekend.
Sounds like a good weekend. Well, there we go. We get the thumbs up off the line, ready to rock and roll. Colette Davis to lead out Alan Hynes for a spot in the top 16 awaits. Through the gears they come down, and Colette Davis will go for a big initiation, and she does. Look, flicks that car to angle. Alan Hynes holds back ever so slightly as Colette lets that car wash to outside zone 3. Nice transition back, but falls short of outside zone 4. Hynes has to adapt to the line, but doesn't gain any proximity as Colette Davis now fires that car towards the wall. Again, stays shy, keeps it clean, keeps the rear wheels in the zone just about as Alan Hynes now starts to make an impression on the run across the line.
You don't drive like this? You don't drive with all the padding?
Sometimes when I go to Malaysia, it's same happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, even I had to go all the way up.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, true.
the slider all the way forward, and then just a bunch of towels. I'm so bummed that I know that the anti-lock works at the end of it. And that is a wrap on LZ World Tour Ireland here at Mandello Park. I'm stoked with where we ended up with the car. I don't know what happened with the tire debeating. Like, I didn't hit the curb and it was left the chat. It was gone. Full yeeted itself. Don't know what happened there. Shout out to Wayne and the guys for getting me another tire thrown on the car really quick, and I got to go do my lead. That was probably my best entry so far. Still way more grip than I expected, so I came up short going into the second outer zone. But big thank you again to Ryuse and Drift Games for letting me drive the car here in Ireland. Like, how cool is it to be driving a sick 2JZ S15 at a track like this that is super fast entry. It's really technical, and it's a good challenge, especially for me now owning a 2JZ car as well myself. Like, I learned so many things this weekend, both in car setup and like forcing myself to be more aggressive on the throttle, keeping it whipped up. Definitely so many things I'm gonna take back and apply to my own car. Just happy to be here, and I'm glad that I'm returning the car in one piece, minus a front bumper, a rear tail light, the fender we took off, and then the passenger window that ejected itself we put back on. So honestly, pretty clean for the most part. That car has been through battle all year with Drift Masters, and it's not much worse than when I got it. We will see Ryuse again in Japan later this year for Fall Matsuri. And that is it for this video. Again, I had such a blast here, and I'm glad to bring you guys along for the ride. I learned so much. I really can't wait to get back to an S chassis. My rotary swapped S15 will be back on the channel very soon. So I've gathered some knowledge with the chassis here, and we'll apply it to that car very soon. And I really don't count having ever drifted that car because we've really never got it running right. So that is coming up, and all this just made me more pumped to drive mine very soon. So that is it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.